G'day guys, welcome to Perfectly Reasonable Necessities. My name's Pete and welcome to 2020. So today on the channel we're going to review a router table that I've been able to build, just a little desktop one. A couple of things to get out of the way as well. Thank you for Scott Chilver and Angelique Chilver for signing up to Patreon for me. Every donation counts and those will go into making things like this video and getting materials. So let's get into it, shall we? I'll do a review on my router table. Basically, what we're seeing here is just some scrap timber. Now, what I did was over at the back here, and if I can turn it around, I've drilled some holes into the fence. There and there, and made some knobs just out of some scrap wood, and then glued in a bolt, a nut for the bolt to go into. So what we can do now is we can put down the fence, plug the bolt through, turn it down, do that to the other one. And now we have a fence that's locked down, and then when we loosen off, we can move it back, or we can move it forward. Obviously not with these, but it's workable. Alright, so, and then when we don't want it on there, we can just take it off. Like that. You can see the two little holes got cut into there. So what will happen on the fence is on here there'll be a plate for dust collection. I'll drill a hole in there and drill it out. Also elongate the bottom slot a little bit further with a jigsaw and clean it up. Now the table itself, and I can get the camera to go that way. The table itself is just basically configured out of a box. So we've got on the front, on the back, there's a couple of storage holes in the timber for the fence that I can put the same two bolts through using the same two nuts and still the fence on the back of the table. On the side I've embedded magnets into the plywood, and all that does is to stop me from losing the tools. Yay! Because I'm always forever losing the two tools for the router. So I think you can see underneath here, just here and here, you can see these strips of timber. Now that's because the top's only 12mm thick and I didn't really want to cut into it, so I've just put a couple of runners in there to keep the bolt heads. So when the bolt heads go through, like that, the bolt head goes through, it stops it from turning, because in that way I can actually do up the nut and all that sort of lovely stuff with the with my T-switches. what size router did I use? Alright, so some of the lovely American ones, which I love American people, they're fantastic. They use things like Porter cables and all those sorts of really cool ones. But this one here, I've just used a little palm router. Reason being is that one, it clicks into the machine like this, nice and flat, and then your fence goes over the top, and we're good. Want to change the bit? Just take it out. I'm operating the camera with one hand here, guys. Alright, just take it out, change the bit, like that. Obviously under your nut, and then put your tools back where they need to go. It's that easy. This is 8mm thick tool acrylic, so it won't, well, it's got less chance to shatter. Alright, this is an old piece. This is why the extra holes. I had it in something else, doing something else, so I just used what I had around the shop. Now what you can do is, if you wanted to be real fancy about it, you could actually drill holes in the corners and then countersink them and attach it. But I find the fence for mine is enough to actually keep it down. The fence, just a little bit more on the fence, so you can see that I've actually used more tooling acrylic. These are just keepers to the side of the machine for the fence, so that way it's always in line. And then when I want to put it on, it just snaps on like that. And then I can actually bury the bit too. So I'll just turn that around. Oops, not the camera. I can actually bury the bit with the fence, as you can see there. So which means if I've got something I want to only use, say, half the bit for, I could do that, and it buries the bit quite fine. So yeah, that's my little router table. And again, just made out of just scrap material, 2x4s and all that sort of stuff. I've made it benchtop height, so I can actually use it on a table, because I don't have a workshop, so I've got to use what's available to me. So I can use this on workhorses or tabletops or whatever I can get my hands on, and it's light enough to move around, so because it's made out of scrap material. What we'll do is a couple little things I've got to add to it, which I haven't added to it yet, is obviously a tape measure to down here, so that way I can tell where my fence is. I'm going to add just a paddle switch to the front, which is why that board's so much wider than the back board, so I can actually mount that stop switch to the front, because there is a stop switch on the router, but it's down underneath here. It's just there, so I can turn it on and off. But again, it's a case of just necessity. So again, this is just a shop tool. It's not meant to look pretty, and I don't have a shop, so which means having a dedicated cart that moves around and stuff is not available to me at this point, but hopefully will be in the future. So we hope you enjoyed this one. Again, please like, share and subscribe. All the likes really help the channel. Also have a look at Patreon for us, guys, because there's different bits and pieces there you can actually have a look at and donate for us, because your help will be very muchly appreciated. The other thing is we've also got the website, so www.perfectlyreasonablenecessities.com, and that on there's got a shopping unit where you can buy some of the handmade stuff that I can make, and see different things that I have made for other people and what we charge for them. And there's t-shirts on there, and I'll get a couple of those done up and wear those for you shortly. And there's also a blog that you can follow there too. So I've been doing a lot of work over the sort of Christmas New Year's period. So we hope you like this one. We'll see you again.